Hello you! How we doing, kids? It's Sunday night and we're back again to give you a fright. It's another rendition of Audio Who. And tonight we have gathered to sit and tackle a little story entitled Spaceport Fear for Colin Baker, 6th Doctor, and Bonne Langford's Mel Bush. We have the Tantane Spaceport, we have Elder Bones, we have Pretty, bit of a gay name, but there we go. We have young Naismith, we have Galpan, and we have poor old Rogers. And we have a lockdown spaceport environment with the Wailers running amok. What do we think about this little tale? You're about to find out, but before you do, it's your panel for this evening. Early doors on a Monday morning, it's the Thunder from Down Under. AJ, how goes it, man?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good to have you, man. All the way from NYC, it's Mr. Will Medina. Well, how's it going, man?
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
All right, all the way from Massachusetts.
Hello, this is Susan.
There you go, Sue. She's psychic. I didn't even get to finish. Well done, Sue. And down in the bowels of hell, it's the boy with the relics of justice being dispensed again, even though he's got the day off today. It's Texas Timble. Timble.
Howdy.
Howdy, man. Good to have you. So, Spaceport Fear. We have a somewhat of a base under siege type story here, except it's a spaceport. We have the different dynamics of economy and business trying to coincide within this locked down spaceport that's been locked in for some 500 years. We have the Wailers, we have Elder Bones and his sinister and nefarious scheme to try and escape the spaceport. What did we think? And we have the Doctor and Mel in the middle of all this, as the TARDIS goes AWOL in between the walls. Then we have to get to the control tower, and a whole lot of mayhem ensues. So opening thoughts, Spaceport Fear. Well, can I get your opening thoughts, mate, on Spaceport Fear, please? Colin Baker and Bonne Langford.
This is not a bad story. And the funny thing is that even though this storyline is part of a trilogy, it's not continuing a trilogy. It's just a separate story from this trilogy. And what really stands out about this is Mel. She stands out real great in this story. She shows how smart she is, especially in computers, and the way she handled herself when she thought the little Wailer was, trying to devour them and all that. Not realizing that even though it was a little bit of a huge monster, it was a baby. So she sets herself in. What's weird is the classes that we see there, because they've been there for such a long time that the original people that lived there have passed away, except for the old man, because he's not, in a way we find out that he's not from their species. And then the funny nicknames that you can say. I'm gonna say not nicknames. The names that they give, like Pretty and all that stuff, but that's their names because they wasn't aware. Giving regular names the way we ourselves right here have regular names. So that's the names that they have, which is Pretty, and the other ones have, you can say Naismith, like that, but that was that, and then Rogers, which in a way is the last name, so that's given as a first name. So it was unusual to learn about that, because we don't see that much of the background about these people that much, except in the beginning. So we find out about the weird sections on the spaceport. How different it is. Like the doctor come and say he's a VIP like that, because that's a high. That's the way he caught on. We quit that this thing is going by classes like that. So it's not a bad. I'm not saying it sucks in any way, because it's still so loud. What confused me is you could say the old man, that he lived such a long time, because he was there for over 400 years. I'm like, wow, okay, what kind of man besides that time Lord? I don't remember that many species that could live that long. But at first I thought maybe he was another Time Lord in disguise, just being a troublemaker like that. So I didn't know what he was till later on. But how they dealt with him, I didn't like it like that. But this gives an opportunity maybe if Big Finish feel like it, the doctor could go back and do a follow-up to this station and see how the people has been going on since he left. So that's not a bad thing.
All right. Cool, mate. Thanks. Tim, somewhat of a unique one for you, but nevertheless, what did you what did you think?
It was pretty good. I like the idea of a group of people devolving into class system based on their class at the airport or whatever, at the spaceport, because it's funny how one guy, he gets promoted to business class at one point, supposedly. But it's an interesting idea. I agree with William. I think that Mel was really good in this. I think it's pretty much proven to be a lie that Bonne Langford was a mistake, even though on television, yeah, she didn't get the opportunity she has here, but she's a very good actress when it comes down to it. And I think she proves that in these Big Finish stories with her. The cast was really good too. I think Colin Bakers, he's always great. So I mean, it was an enjoyable listen for what I listened to. So.
All right. Cool, mate. Sue, how about you? Opening thoughts?
Yeah, it was interesting to hear Bonne Langford go for it and be really brilliant and really insightful, and Mel Bush became a really rich, a really rich person in the story. Her character development, her character was really developed well, and she helped the other characters develop, and so that was also great. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting that they were trapped in a spaceport, and I just, it's kind of like that one Bill Murray or whatever story about Terminal, about this guy who lives in an airport for a year. I mean, I was just like,
I think that was Tom Hanks.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you very much. I stand corrected. But anyway, it was cool. Like,
all
I
right.
really liked it.
Every day is a skill day. AJ, how about you, mate? What thoughts?
Yeah, I really like this story. It was very high pressure and under siege and all that. I like at the beginning of the story where they land in the spaceport, no idea where they are, no idea of the atmosphere around them, and then the systems power up and they're like, if you're in the red zone, you're in the oxygen zone, and they're like, oh well, lucky, phew, we're in the oxygen zone. I like how also this is very similar to the T-17 with Leela and all that, how they devolved backwards into more of a tribal society and whatnot, which I thought was clever for this one too, but in a confined spaceport instead of a open planet. Also, the Wailer's not really being evil, but just animals doing their thing, and Elder Bones, spoiler alert, being the bad guy trying to get
trapped
out.
Wailer. Yeah,
a baby one.
All right, mate. For me, this picked up once we got to parts 3 and 4 for me. As I alluded to Tim at the weekend, it took a wee while to get going in the first part for me. Thankfully, it did pick up. I don't know why it took a while to get going. I don't know if it was the 10-minute section at the beginning with the whole initiation process, or it just seemed a bit, convoluted with the story for me. But once the Doctor and Mel arrived, slowly began to realise what the hell's going on here. And you've got this whole concept of what AJ alluded to, the different zones, and the power goes back up, and they supposedly brought back the summer, according to the locals, even though it's just the power going on. Interesting, you've got the various factions like economy and business, and you come to the realisation as the story goes on that Elder Bond is playing both sides. He's the head honcho on both sides of the coin and both parts of the spectrum. So that's quite good. While we're at it, who played Elder Bones? Was it Rupert something, I believe?
Give me a second. Elder Bones. Ronald Pickup.
Yeah.
Ronald Pickup.
Ronald Pickup. Okay, yeah. He had a good shot. I think he was in a Who episode as well.
He's an old schooler. He was in The Reign of Terror.
The Reign of Terror. Oh, there you go. That is old school. Holy crap. There you go. Way back in the heart.
I mean, in the extras, all the regulars were excited to work with him.
Yeah.
So
All right.
apparently somebody that's been around a while.
Yeah, well, he was your primary guest star, and I think that's what else he was in. I think he was in Time Warp with Paul McGann as well. I believe he was in Time Warp. I could be wrong on
Yeah, I think they did mention that.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
also on Jago and Lightfoot season 12.
So this isn't his first rodeo. He's obviously been about the universe, be it on TV or on Big Finish. So yeah, he done well here. The whole. And you know, it's just it's not a bad story. It's just I've heard better, but I still enjoyed it to a degree, and it's not through the fault of the actors. Hell, Beth Chalmers pulls double duty here, and she's sublime as ever. So, yeah, excellent stuff. Right, guys, any events or characters that stood out for you? Well,
I've already said Mel's how she stands out. Also, you got to give for Elder Bones because since luckily for him that he lived such a long time that he manipulated this whole situation to try to go his way. And then when he realized maybe either somebody from either class was getting too smart or suspicious of him, he used this
fed into the whales
initiation to be fed to the whalers. So you got to give him props that he used that to his advantage for all those years. And I call the one that was pretty funny was Naismith. She was really funny. I liked her. Too bad what happened to her at the end. I was sad. But she was the one that was funny because she's the one that she believes that the doctor made his clothing in the dark. That's how come it's all ugly.
Hang on. Wait, what happened to Naismith? She survived.
No, yeah, I thought she became the leader.
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, the other one that passed was
Gilpan. That was Beth Chalmers.
Yeah, Beth Chalmers. Yeah, Beth Chalmers. Yeah, but Naismith was such a. In the beginning, you saw that she was innocent like that, but then because of what happened to Pretty's mom, she.
Oh, Beauty.
Well, I meant Pretty's mom, Beauty. Yeah. That she, she stood up above it and she told Elder Bones, this is the way the government runs now, so that's the way it is. Because she had to blackmail him to keep his mouth shut.
There you go. Why not? That's how politics works, so why not?
Yeah, that's what's going on now, right now.
That's always going on. We'll go that way when this sort's done as well, man. AJ, how about you?
Yeah, I like how in the story that some things the Doctor sort of just completely missed, like there was no windows in the spaceport. Over the sound system, the word quarantine is spoken, and yet no one reacted to the word quarantine whatsoever.
No.
So little things like that I found that were quite cleverly placed, and they just sort of glossed over it like, oh, doesn't matter. Like, you're in the heat of the moment, you're in a pressure of death, at any turn. Certain things just fall by the wayside, which was clever, I thought.
Okay, mate. Champion. Timbo, it's done it for you, mate, for what you heard.
The humor, it was very good. I think Colin Bakers is one of those doctors. I think they're all that way, kind of. But when he's alone and just talking to himself, it's always fun. Like he says, "Oh, the Doctor and the Wailer sounds like a name of a group," that kind of thing. That's what I liked most about the story. It was pretty funny. I mean, because it was just the situation is so ridiculous, and it's just it gives them the opportunity to have a bunch of funny lines.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of fun.
Why not, man? Sue, that's done it for you.
Yeah, Pretty and Naismith were fun characters, and I liked the Bones, Director Bones or Elder Bones, both the
same guy, but
the same guy doing the destruction of both people to the betterment of himself, to survive his own his own peril, and the Doctor was amazing in sorting that out, and the baby Wailer was annoying. So
baby Wailer had every right to be annoying. He was trapped in there for nearly fucking 500 years. What the hell, man? I'd be annoyed.
Yeah.
All right, cheers, Sue. And for me, I agree with Tim to a small degree. The humour was good in places. The cast were excellent. I loved the when they didn't have ways of communicating. They had to play like the handheld games so that the scoreboard would come up so they could send messages. That was kind of neat in unique ways before they get the power on and started communicating vocally. Some of the stuff between Rogers and Galpan was quite funny as well. They were your typical militaristic type, by the letter, by the law, follow the rules type duo. They were quite good. That was Beth Chalmers and who played Rogers?
Rogers was played by Adrian McKinder. He also did the game voice.
Oh, I played the game for the chapel,
Yeah.
the game they were playing. Yeah, okay, yeah. And touching on Naismith earlier, who was she again?
Naismith was Isabel Faye.
Okay, so there you go. That's your primary guest cast for this one. But yeah, all in all, good stuff. As I mentioned earlier, Beth Chalmers playing double duty and dying twice in the one story. Yeah, you get Harry Michelle Rodriguez. Why not? So, good stuff, guys. It's not the best in terms of Colin Bakers' Six Doctors range on Big Finish, but it's not bad to pass a couple of hours. So yeah, not bad to pass a couple of hours. So, you know, why not? If it's a rainy day outside and you're bored, fire it in. You might end up feeling claustrophobic. Right, guys. Open mic portion of the cast. Anything else you want to bring up before we get it rated and Indy can for the week?
Well, I think it proves that it could have been shorter. You know,
Maybe by about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe this could have been one of those 3-part ones, or like they're doing now, the 2-part things. I mean, it's good to experiment, you know, and they don't always have to be 4 parts at 30 minutes each, you know what I mean? This one could have easily lost 20 minutes, I suppose. So there you go.
I thought it was funny how Mel's grandma lost the key, so they didn't see the wedding of Prince Andrew.
Oh, yeah. Again, that's back to the humor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the TV was in the cupboard that was locked by a key. Like, who loses a key for that?
Yeah, there you go.
And nobody couldn't break it open.
Those good old 80s cabinets used to sit your TV in, man. Jesus. Yeah. Anything else, guys?
I picked up on a reference, a John Lennon song reference from the song Imagine, where
Right.
the Doctor says, above us is only sky.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if that's like, he was saying basically there's no force field around us, above us is only sky. I thought it was a little clever wink and a nod to John Lennon, so.
Fair play.
It probably was. You know how he likes to name drop.
Yeah. Remember, the Sixth Doctor has a very high opinion of himself. And the multicoloured or the blue coat. So
well, Mel did agree with him that he's a man, he's his own class. So you're like, yep.
Excellent, guys. Well, are we done, guys? Okay, since there's no Philip, I guess it's that time again.
For this episode could get edited and nobody can see it.
Well, only got about 8 views anyway, so that's no big loss.
If I, that's all our parents.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and me once as well. Yeah, it's working. Spaceport Fear. Big Finish main range, story 170. Colin Baker and Bonne Langford. All right, Sue, what do you guess? Little day out of 10?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Good stuff.
Stupendous. Thank you, dearie. Timbo, what do you give us out of 10 for 2 parts?
Yeah, I'll go with an 8. I think that's a fair enough rating for it. It was entertaining. Like you said a couple of times, not the best one you'll ever listen to. It's hardly the worst. So there you go.
Nah. Cool. AJ, what's the view for down under, mate? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'm going to give this one an 8 too. I liked at the very end where the Doctor gets the stuffed cat and he almost breaks up at the very end. I thought that was a good little thing because he never gets a reward for what he does. So that's his reward there.
There you go. Yes, Colin Baker was rewarded with a pussy for his endeavours in this audio. Well, what's the view for NYC, mate?
I'm gonna give it an 8 also. It was a good story. And I would like to see either Colin Baker or another doctor go back there just for a follow to see what's going on.
And I'm going to be the complete bastard in the room this evening and give it a 7. Again, nothing major for the pointless. It's just there are better ones out there, and as Tim alluded to, this might have been good as a 3-parter, or at least a bit more tighter. But all in all, it's by far not the worst The big finish I've ever done. Cryptobiosis. So, yeah. Give it a try. You never know. It might just be your cup of tea, dearies. Right, guys. Done. Dusted. In the can for another week. Next week, it's back to Paul McGann and Julie Cox's Mary Shelley as we do the second story of her trilogy. And well, there's the cover right there.
It's called On Your Death, number 155.
There we go.
It's The Witch from the Well.
Yeah, The Witch from the Well.
Oh, well, my mistake.
Well, yeah, there you go.
My mistake.
Yeah.
I gotta hit somebody who grabbed it by mistake.
Somebody's jumped ahead of the story. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, confusion aside, guys, we will be doing The Witch from the Well. Hopefully Tinkerbell can show up for that one. And we'll see how he enjoys that one, because he's not been on in a couple of weeks. He can go elsewhere. But that's a story for another day. As always, guys, please check out our buddies on the wonderful wackety world of the YouTube. You've got the guys and dolls out at Geeks Assembled. You've got Dr. Freedom and his daily news broadcasts, his Omega Files and the Adventures of Dr. Freedom and Eric. You've got Sue there with Tavis Boy Radio. You've got Harry with Doctor Who He Is. You've got Connie Boy with Sammy Carter. You've got Mike Shannon and everybody's online. You know the deal by now. Like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Hate me, love me, say I'm an asshole, say I'm a great guy.
Here's your real cover.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a legit cover there. So with that error corrected, folks, we're getting the hell on out of here. We wish you all a safe and prosperous week. Be excellent to yourself and each other, and we'll see you next Sunday when the bitch is in the well, the witch. So later, guys, and all the best.